Always a big home court advantage here in the Mile High City. And the Nuggets will look to use it as they get ready to take the floor. The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. Welcome, everyone. Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Patrick Beverley. Ibaka is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Porter is out there with Bol. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Beverley against Murray. Pass to George. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
Now the pass to Zubac. Murray against Beverley. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Murray, the pass to Porter. Passes it to Jokic. Leonard gets a hand on it.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
It's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Murray kicks to Porter. Murray against Ibaka. And it's Murray with the jam.
Have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive. And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Here's Bol, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Pass to George. It's blocked. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Porter's running and finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Clock at 2. Here's Ibaka. And again, no good by the Clippers. Denver leading by 4. Barton right side. Back to Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Pass to Jokic. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bol. Gordon comes in for Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Here's Morris. He dishes it to Ibaka. Right side, Rondo. Over Morris. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. And Morris throws it down.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Rivers scanning the floor. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Jackson. The pass to Kennard. Now here's Cousins. Guarded by McGee. Kennard for three. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 4. Back to Gordon. Stolen by Jackson. It's stolen by Morris. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Now Jackson. Shoots from 8. Here's Cousins. And Batum kicks to Morris. Outside Jackson. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nuggets ahead, up by 4. Don't go. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes.
This game, it's
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward position. Passes it to Kennard. To the paint, outside for Rondo. Zubac trying to break loose. That 3 off the mark. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Nuggets leading by 4. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Murray, the pass to Jokic. This is to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Kennard up top. Martin defending. And stolen by Barton. Pass to Porter. Back to Barton. At the elbow, Bowl. Shoots over Batum. Here's Murray. Nice D from Cousins.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Kennard's shot is off.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Bull. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Clippers trail by 4. Leonard the pass to Zubats. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Zubats has got his first bucket of the night.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Beverly against Murray. Barton outside. There's the dish to Bull. Here's Jokic. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
There's the pass to Kennard. Shoots the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Kennard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
The shot's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Zubats. Now Kennard. Clock at 6. A 3-ball. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. Barton finds Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets.
Come on.
And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. 24 seconds left here in the second. He dishes it to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. The shot that time, not on target. And that's it for the first half of action. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. That's all for now. Say good.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Nuggets leading by 3. Cole is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Murray surveying the D. The kick out to Barton. For the 3. Cousins pulls it in. Clippers trail by 3. Out to the wing. Outside for George. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Second half of basketball. Just over a minute played so far. And finished off by Porter.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Leonard against Porter. Unloads from 13. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And that one's good. Barton.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Porter against Leonard. Pass to Beverly. Outside for George. Clock at 4. Shoots over Barton. Here's Ibaka. Los Angeles with another miss.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Pass to Leonard from downtown. Los Angeles with another miss.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Back to Porter. Murray outside. Floats it up for Jokic. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Kicks it to George. Back to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Nuggets leading by 9. Pass to Dozier. Outside Gordon. To the middle. Dozier passes to Millsap. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection.
And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. George with the stuff.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Outside Gordon. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
And he can't hit the second. And now the Clippers on the break. And Batum kicks to Patterson. Morris, left side. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Porter.
Trying to defend Kennard. You know he can hit shots with limited space. That helps him get you off balance.
The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 9. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Man in at the 3 spot. Back to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. And there's the pass to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Jokic passes to Bull. Murray against Beverly. Just 5 on the clock. Murray dishes to Barton. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Lets it go with the 3.
You talk about defensive back mindset coverage from Patrick Beverley. His defense will drive you crazy.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
George finds Leonard. Down low, Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Pushing it up. And the dunk by Bull.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
George passes to Leonard. To the left side wing. Passes to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Outside Leonard. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Murray, the pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Porter. Now here's Murray. To the paint. It's tipped. From 13, Jokic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jokic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Leonard inside. And there's Ibaka. That's good on the assist by Leonard. Ibaka's got his first bucket in this one.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Jokic. Porter kicks to Barton. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That free throw good from Barton.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Now, here is George. Outside Leonard. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And stolen by Barton. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And a wide open look for Porter. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the 2nd chance points.
A towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Leonard attacking and stolen by Bull. Paul George with the steal. Nobody near Leonard. Gets an open look and hits.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
To the middle, here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Here's Leonard. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Denver.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Bol.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
6 on the shot clock. Leonard follows George. And stolen by Bol. Paul George with the steal. Porter with the steal. Leonard against Murray. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 17. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Murray against Beverly. And here is Murray. This one for 3, and the miss. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of DA.
Well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Jamal Murray. Ole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Yusuf Nurkic, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Anthony, and it's Giles in at the power forward. Now here's Porter, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Lillard with it. Jacks up a 3. And Bull pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Porter looking it over. Passes it to Jokic. Here is Porter. All sorts of time. Up again. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Nuggets.
Yeah, Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
Powell finds Lillard. Tries it from 9. Giles. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now here's Murray. Outside, Porter. Pass to Barton. Clock at 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
And he sinks the second. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding, a tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Here's Murray following the score by Damian Lillard. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Murray, good.
Murray fearless on that drive right there, not worried at all about the contact.
Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now Lillard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Now here's Murray. Shoots over Lillard. No good there off the double clutch.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your percentages.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Now here's Barton following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. The kick out to Porter. To the wing on the left. Takes the 3. Can't hit that one. Portland leading. Here's Powell. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Murray, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
This is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Here's Anthony, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Murray outside. Shoots over Lillard. Murray, no good.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Giles kicks to Anthony. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. Porter in the corner. Hits the 3-point bomb. And that ties it up.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target, and he stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jay.
Inside. Anthony looking it over to the inside. And that one's good. Lillard's got his second bucket tonight.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
15 seconds left to play here in the first. To the paint. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Inside, Cantor. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Good combination of power and finesse by Cantor. Helps him finish strong through contact.
And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. From Portland, we're back. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from being
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
So on the floor for Denver, Jermichael Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Gordon in at the 3 slot. Gordon the pass to Morris. Lob pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Here's Gordon. Down low. Lets it go from 11. Millsap misses. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Powell, the pass to Cantor. And stolen by Gordon. And the wide open shot from Morris. The three-pointer, no good. And here is Powell to the middle. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Pretty nice show of athleticism as Zach Collins rises up.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Morris, left side. And the shot goes down. Here's McCollum. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Cantor. And another shot. He lays it in. Cantor's got his second basket of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Back to Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one drops. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Collins. And it's Derrick Jones in for Norman Powell. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Portland leading by 6. Now the pass to McCollum. Covington with it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on JaVale McGee. For Portland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Covington. The Nuggets trail by 8. Morris with the ball.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Takes a 3. Gets a hand on it. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hand.
Gordon dishes to Morris. The 11-footer. That one wide left. Trailblazers leading by 10. And it's McCollum in the corner. There's the 3. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. So Portland ends up going with the new group. 1:07 left now here in the second. Lillard against Morris. From 11 feet away. And Portland again with the buckets.
Damian doesn't need a lot of time to get a shot off and found some space there.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Millsap. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
30 seconds left in the first half of the game. Passes it to Dozier. Lays it up off the glass. Dozier's got his first 2 points of the night.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Lillard outside. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 11 points.
Yeah, those are the kind of shots that Lillard, when he gets in these hot streaks throughout the course of the season, gets more and more consistent with.
And so it's the Portland. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that does it for our halftime show. We now.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Murray with the ball. Here's Jokic. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And Denver has possession, trailing by 13. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Murray.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Nurkic kicks to Anthony. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Lillard. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Lillard against Murray.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo getting up there at 6'8", rising up and getting to the rim for the throwdown.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Collins checked in for Giles, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. Good on the bucket.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. Makes it off the glass. Murray's got 8.
Surprising quickness. Murray bearing his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
Lillard the pass to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. Feeds it to Nurkic. Over Jokic. Nurkic can't hit. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 15-point game. And the rebound by Nurkic.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Really left alone that time. McCollum's got his second bucket tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now Murray. He's got 8. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
And Lillard kicks to Collins. Pass to Lillard. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Jokic with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Rivers dishes to Murray. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Collins. Jones checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Porter finds Morris. 34 seconds left in the third. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Morris.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. He dishes it to Cantor. Just 5 to shoot. That one goes in. Cantor's got 8.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Cantor is a tough cover down low.
Here's Morris. Missed. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Will Barton. Porter is out there with Bowl. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Morris in at the point. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Morris finds Millsap. And Bowl wide open. He shoots. Offensive rebound. Bucket is good. Millsap's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Nuggets.
Just competing right now. Millsap wanting to make the most out of that possession.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Pass to Simons. No good on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 17. Millsap dishes to Barton. And there's the feed to Bowl. Stolen by McCollum. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. And it's off from 3-point range.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
3-pointer, Barton. The shot misses. And it's Portland the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. A step-back shot here, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 19. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Bowl kicks to Morris. Denver passing it around. Porter against Jones. Porter passes to Morris. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. Just shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And then for Denver, Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap, and it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Lillard against Murray. And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic on an alley-oop. Sweet.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Lillard surveying the D. Outside Anthony. Powell for three. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Trailing by 17. Murray, good.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Lillard outside. Three-pointer. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side, Porter. Jokic kicks to Murray. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. Bold can't hit. Portland leading by 15. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Giles, that's good.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nailed from three-point land. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Murray outside. Three-pointer, Barton. The shot, no good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one. Welcome. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 2 spot. And for Los Angeles, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Batum. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Now here's Anthony. Back to Lillard. Shoots it up. He can't get that one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
George finds Morris. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Zubac, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So it's Portland now. Passes it to Powell. Back to Lillard. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Beverley, the pass to George. Fires the 3. That shot missing. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Powell, no one around him. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's Beverley. He brings it up for the Clippers. And it's George finishing it off.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverley, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Lillard outside. Anthony against Morris. Anthony kicks to Powell. 5 to shoot. Here's Lillard. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And look at that, the touch of Lillard inside, so impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
Zubac, the pass to Beverley. Anthony against Morris. With the shot. George, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The 3 from Anthony. Bangs home the trifecta.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Beverley. Left side, George. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Here's Lillard. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Powell with it. Outside Anthony. With the putback. And Covington stays with it.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Beverly for three. George passes to Beverly. Morris with the ball. Over Anthony. Morris, no good. Portland leading by 5. The drive by Anthony, and the rejection by Zubac. Outside for George. Down low. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Now here's Covington. Lillard outside. Kicks it out to Covington. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Zubac. Nurkic can't hit. Clippers trail by 3. Here's George. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Powell finds Nurkic. Back to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Anthony. Nurkic trying to get open. And Anthony with the basket on the assist from Covington. Anthony's got 5 now.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And yes, it's good.
Oh, they tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
Baca is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson, and at the point, they're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now here's McCollum. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Simons. Over Jackson. And it's Simons missing. Clippers trail by 3. Kennard on the wing. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Kicks it out to Leonard. Dishes to Ibaka. Releases. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Leonard's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Los Angeles. McCollum with the bounce pass. Simons the pass to Cannon. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And here's McCollum. Nice shot from 10 feet out. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Nobody near Leonard. Portland grabs the miss.
Jesus surprises anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
From deep three-point range. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Now McCollum. Over Kennard. Here's Giles. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
So both teams changing it up here. Simons, the pass to Jones. To the inside. And then Jones with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Collins. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Jones. And it's Powell in for Anthony Simons.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Batum kicks to Zubats. Beverly for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard the pass to Nurkic, and it's denied.
And Beverly just goes all out on defense, which is what allows him to come up with these rejections.
Los Angeles with another miss. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Outside, George. He kicks to Beverly. Back to George. Taken away by Anthony. Covington dishes to Powell. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers trail by 5. And George now hammering it in.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Lillard outside. 4 seconds left, and that one clearly. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Trailblazers.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a rope. And that's a wrap.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland. Anthony out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. Covington finds Lillard. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Look at the energy Lillard plays with. He doesn't give in to the defense. He's superb at scoring despite getting hit.
The Trailblazers shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Clippers trail by 8. Jackson with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Leonard. What a terrific move that was.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Jackson against Lillard. Inside. Covington finds Powell. 4 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Nurkic takes it out to Covington. Lets it go from deep. The putback. Missed it. Even after all those chances, the Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Leonard against Covington. With some arc. Leonard, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 6. Down low. Here's Covington. That shot misses. And the Clippers will come the other way. From the arc. Again, Leonard missing. And for Portland, they're shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Back to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got his first basket.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Pass to Kennard. Covington against Ibaka. The pass to Cousins. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard looking around. Los Angeles with another miss. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Covington with the bucket.
This is the confidence Covington has in himself. Assertive as shooting right off the pass.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Rajon Rondo.
And with a bigger role, Kennard continues to blossom, an efficient, intelligent scorer who plays to his strengths.
Here's Simons. Kennard covering. Simons, the pass to McCollum. To the inside. That's tipped.
And Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot block.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Pass to Morris. From deep. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, yeah, Morris is just a tremendous shooter. He has great touch from beyond the arc.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Simons surveying the D. The dish to McCollum. Out left to the wing. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Now here's Cantor. Zubac defending. Back to McCollum. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Here's Kennard. Zubats kicks to Morris. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Terrific use of the catch-and-shoot jumper for Morris, catching the D flat-footed and torching them as a result.
But they recover it. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trailblazers lead by... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They've led by as much as 10. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's George in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. 6 to shoot. Simons, the pass to Anthony, and the layup is good. Anthony's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Portland.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, George lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Anthony's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Powell, the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Now, this is aggressive. I mean, I like that Collins focused on dunking rather than simply laying it in.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Powell against George. Puts up a 3. For 3. Beverly for 3. No good on that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Jones kicks to Powell.
Extends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
George passes to Batum. Excellent D there from Anthony.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Paul George with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Batum finds Morris. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, when Batum spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Now here's Powell. To the paint, here's Anthony. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 6, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in, and then for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Collins. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Portland leading by 6. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Portland no good that time either. Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. There's the double team with Covington. George, that's a 2-pointer. Morris against Anthony. Morris passes to George. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Clippers. And then for the Trailblazers, Collins checked in for Robert Covington. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. And a deep 3 from Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. You see a lot of this here.
The offensive rebound. Trailblazers leading by 6. Hollis Jefferson with it. Guarded now by Morris. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
That's good from Collins on the assist by McCollum.
The rhythm and precision. Collins making the catch-and-shoot jumper look like easy money there.
George dishes to Leonard. And 1:01 left to play here in the fourth. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Lillard. 5 on the clock. Feeds it to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Goes up to the stripe. Yes, that goes in.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. McCollum outside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morris outside. From past the arc. Misses the shot. And so it's Portland winning this one. They came. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our... The view high above our broadcast. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. They've got Bol, Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Morris in at the small forward spot. Now here is George. Hits it from three-point range. George has got the opening field goal of the game for the Clippers. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's George. Denver getting their last shot to go. Good. George has got 5 points so far.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Murray against Beverley. Now Murray. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Pass to Cousins. Morris looking over the floor. Launches a three. The Clippers rebound. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now, here's Bol. The kick out to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. And the shot falls short this time.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. Outside, Porter. Passes to Jokic and stolen by Cousins. Outside, George. And Cousins kicks to Morris. The three. And it's Denver with the rebound. Denver passing it around. Murray the pass to Porter. And good that time.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Pass to Beverley. Outside, Batum. From deep, George. Can't hit that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. Batum with the steal. Beverley wide open. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 3. On the wing, Porter. Covered by Morris. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Bol. Aaron Gordon comes in for Michael Porter. Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Now, here's Jokic. No points in the game yet for him. Just 5 to shoot. Morris finds Jokic. And they call the foul, so he's got... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
They get it again. The pass to Kennard. Stripped it away. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Ball Millsap, not the biggest, but he can get up and down.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers, trailing by 2. Outside Leonard. He dishes it to Ibaka. 6 to shoot. Back to Leonard. To stop the run. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Here's Dozier. And he misses his first shot.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball. Yeah.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's man in at the 3 spot. And McGee kicks to Gordon. Pass to Dozier. Beverley against Morris. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Clippers trail. Beverley looking around. The dish to Cousins. Back to Beverley.
Hey, yo, right here.
Nails the baby hook.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverley at the rim.
On offense, here are the Nuggets.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverley is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him. Natural-born finisher, DeMarcus Cousins bringing the hammer.
Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes it to McGee, and Cousins comes over to help. Outside Gordon. To the middle, here's Millsap. And again, unable to change momentum here. Clippers leading by 3. Left side, George. Batum. And the dunk by Batum.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now here's Murray. Over Jackson. And that one goes long.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Porter comes in for Rivers. Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and that one's good. Leonard. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Ibaka, the pass to Kennard. Back to Ibaka. Kennard against Barton. Outside Leonard. And Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 5. Jokic with it. It's Barton on the wing. Over Ibaka, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Kennard kicks to Leonard. No good from outside. Nuggets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Porter, here we go. And he makes that one.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Jokic kicks to Bull. The kick out to Porter. Fires the 3. The rebound by Ibaka. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Jokic, and such a nice move to make the basket work. Jokic has got 5 points so far.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead. And that.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit. Gave this offense a different dimension.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Michael Porter. Will Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bull in at the 4-man position. The 3 from George. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Clippers. The Nuggets trail by 6.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The Clippers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. George finds Beverly. Morris passes to George. From deep. On the wing, Morris. Beyond the arc. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Here's George. He's got 12. Launches it. Rebound by Murray.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
For the tie, in deep, Jokic drops it in. And it's 9 points for Jokic.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
There's the pass to Beverly. Cousins against Jokic. And Cousins kicks to Batum. Beverly for 3. Here's George. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Kennard for 3. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Dozier passes to Millsap. Gordon kicks to Dozier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on the free throw. Second free throw, no good. Stolen by McGee. Let's go. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 1:15 left in the third. Leonard looking over the floor. Zubac's in the post. McGee's there. Leonard, that's for 2. It doesn't go for him. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Pass to Dozier. 3-pointer. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Kennard for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Nuggets trail by 3. Millsap left side. Gordon up on top. He's covered by Leonard. A 3 from Morris. Kept alive. Here's McGee. And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
And here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And we've reached the end of the third. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Batum is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Bol. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Clippers leading by 5. Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. Back to George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
4th quarter still young, just over a minute play.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Down low. Here's Bol. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
A deep three from Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
A big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. And then for Denver, Green, he's checked in for Bol. And it's Rivers in for Will Barton.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
And that's an intentional foul. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bol, he's checked in for Denver. Will Barton comes in for Rivers. Now George. Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And really, Murray is so crafty at getting contact on his drives. Just fearless going to the hole.
Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Now, here is George. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Jokic passes to Bol. Tipped away.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Porter. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. Leonard on the wing. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. And now a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. George dishes to Morris. Leonard with no one around. and he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Nuggets trail by 7. Passes to Barton. Here's Porter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
And Batum kicks to George. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Porter. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
George passes to Leonard. The tray. That shot off, and it's Denver the other way. Barton in the corner. Knocks it loose. Batum with the steal. Outside, George. Barton against Morris. Back to George. Takes it out to Leonard to the left wing. Ibaka for 3. And Bull pulls it down. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Buries it from outside.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Jokic on the follow.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. Now it's ended up.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Jones in at the small forward. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Bull in at the 4. And Lillard gets it to go. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Murray dishes to Porter. It's Barton on the wing from the baseline. Offensive rebound. Jokic. He kicks it to Barton. Shoots over Powell. And another miss by Denver.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Here's Lillard. And that one hits back iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Murray finds Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Powell, the pass to Lillard. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Just 5 on the clock. Lillard, the pass to Giles.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Passes it to Bull. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Barton. Now Bull. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Porter. Over Jones. Porter, no luck. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Trailblazers now. Nurkic, the pass to Powell. Porter with the steal. Here we go, all alone. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Bull can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Giles. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Murray. The kick out to Porter. Barton in the corner. 6 to shoot. Murray, good.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
Here's Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The Nuggets trail by 6. 1:10 left here in the opening quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Bull. Gordon comes in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Barton.
Every year it seems as though Jokic gets better as a rebounder. He's done a nice job, actually a really good job at getting position and using his height.
Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. Free throw, good. Jokic.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia. Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Jokic has a nice shot fake and did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Simons, the pass to Covington. Can't hit from in close. Right side, Gordon. The second effort, Jokic. Here's Dozier. Here's Jokic. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trail. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Dick.
When I'm training in summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, Collins is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. Morris, no good. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Simons, and finished off by Collins.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Denver. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And here are the Nuggets now. Portland making their last shot. And stolen by Lillard. Here's Simons. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense. Putting up a goose egg, bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And it's Lillard missing. The Nuggets trail by 10.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Simons, the pass to Cannon. Here's Simons. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Simons has got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Portland.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Lillard with it, guarded now by Morris. Lillard against McGee. Simons, and a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 14. And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. Murray kicks to Gordon. Trying to get some. Oh, that was terrific!
Good. Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 6 for Murray. And Portland again with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Murray, no good. And here's Portland. They're on a 17-4 run right now. Simons, the pass to Canner. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. Murray outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Stolen by McGee. And so it's Portland with a size of... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey! The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1 point. And that'll do it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Jones dishes to Nurkic. Kicks it to Little. Back to Nurkic. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 16. Barton inside the line. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And now Portland on the break. Kicks it out to Jones. Lillard against Barton. Giles, that's good. Giles has got the first basket of the third quarter for Portland.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Portland leading by 18. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Nurkic kicks to Little. Inside, Giles. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. It's good. Jokic has got 7.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds on him. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Now here's Lillard. 8 points for him. The long distance three is buried. 11 points in the game.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Jones against Porter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Martin left side. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Jokic trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Barton.
Nice job by Barton that time, using the pick and roll. He's somebody that you can depend on to make solid decisions.
Here's Simons. 9 points in the game so far. McCollum, no good.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Barton passes to Murray. 1:52 left to play in the third. The wing jumper off target. Trailblazers leading by 20. Out to Anthony. Pass to Cantor. Dishes it to Anthony. They grab their own miss. Over to the left wing. The three from McCollum. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now the pass to Jokic. It's Barton on the wing, covered by Anthony. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you can't try to rough up Barton. Can't get too physical with him. He's very good at using his body against yours to draw fouls.
Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Monte Morris comes in for Jamal Murray. And then for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Derek Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Simons. 1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. Offensive rebound. Nurkic dishes to Jones. Pass to Simons. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Simons has got 11.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Powell, no one around him. Anthony kicks to Jones. Out to the wing. Goes back up. And it's Simons missing.
Boy, defense non-existent there. But they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Morris finds Millsap. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Millsap's got his second basket.
And I think this is where Millsap is most effective. Close to the rim. He has a commanding presence.
Here's Simons. 11 points in the game. Pass to Nurkic. Plenty of space. Green with the rebound. Here's Porter. And he banks in the layup. Porter's got 4 this quarter.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap terrific at moving the ball, sensing when a teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Portland out in front, up by 16. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Anthony. Robert Covington out there with Ennis Cantor. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at point guard.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Porter against Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
JaVale McGee's checked in for JaMychal Green.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Lillard outside. They get it back. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Here's Morris. Bull. That shot no good. And it's Portland the other way. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Giles. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Lillard misses.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Jones looking for an opening to the inside. Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Lillard against Morris. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Giles has got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Jones fires for 3. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. And he commits the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic comes in for JaVale McGee, and it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Murray for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Out to the right wing. Little with the ball. Kicks it out to McCollum from outside the arc. But they get it back.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Portland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Lillard.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Murray outside. The dish to Barton. Back to Murray for three. Here's Jokic, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time, never giving up on a possession.
Lillard way outside. No good again that time. Here's Bull. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. Important to me. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Patrick Beverley. Batum is out there with Morris. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And for Portland, they've got Derek Jones. Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the point. The pass to Giles. Over Batum. And it's Giles missing.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
A really good decision there from Paul George, quick to find the open man.
Lillard outside. Batum with the steal. Lillard against George. And George with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Lillard. And it's blocked.
Can't be lazy around Patrick Beverley. He's going to get you down low with hands. That time, he blocks a shot.
Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Lillard with it. George picks him up. Shot clock at 5. Lillard the pass to Powell.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Now here is George. High post Cousins for the 3. Morris, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And stolen by Cousins. And there's Paul George on the assist by Beverley. George has got his second basket of the game. The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverley rebounds.
Look at that. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Pass to Cousins. George against Powell. And George, here we go. The rebound by Giles.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Powell for 3. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Powell with the steal. And now it's Giles running. He can go all the way. He feeds it to Jones. George against Powell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverley. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Giles. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Kanter, the pass to Collins. Out to Anthony. Here's Simons to the paint. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Goes up with it again. Kanter. Great positioning on the putback. And it's a tie ball game.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Kanter is a monster on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Zubac. And the wide open shot from Morris. And the Clippers miss again. The Trailblazers shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Simons the pass to Collins. Down low. Here's Powell. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Here's Mann. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Cantor inside, defended by Batum. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Good combination of power and finesse by Cantor. Helps him finish strong through contact.
And here is Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Beverly. He gets it up.
Good defensive instincts there from Melo, reaching out and altering that shot.
So at the end. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just cashing in on second-chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Baca is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Jackson, and it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Launches a 3. But they'll get another chance. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Anthony, no one around. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Anthony's got himself on the board with 3 there. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Really, with that level of speed and power, it is so difficult to keep Leonard from scoring on the drive.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. McCollum deciding where to go with it. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Jackson kicks to Ibaka. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Fast break. Here we go. Oh, Leonard in position. So they take the lead.
Everyone knew Leonard would be a plus rebounder and defender coming out of college, but not many people saw elite scorer and NBA Finals MVP on his resume.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Cantor. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I play, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Cullen passes to Lillard. Covington dishes to Lillard. Outside Anthony. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Lillard surveying the D. From 12 feet out. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane, they're hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
And George, here we go. Cousins finds Beverly. Here's Batum. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. And a wide open look for McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
It's so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to George. On the top of the key, and he hits the jump shot. George has got 9.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
And that one released in time, but no good. And all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break at the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
They've got Powell. Derek Jones is out there with Giles. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Powell against Kennard. And there it is for him.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Jones against Leonard. Back to Ibaka. Leonard finds Ibaka. Outside Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here's Leonard from 3. Drops in the tray. He's got 9.
Man, to think that he was going to be capable of those kind of shots when he first came into the league, even from way downtown. Love the confidence from Kawhi.
Powell dishes to Lillard. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Trailblazers shooting their first foul shot of the game.
I mean, every year since his rookie campaign, Lillard gets the maximum attention from defenses. They're schemed to slow him down. That's what's so impressive about the numbers that he's put up throughout his career.
Jackson. No good there. Good work defensively by Lillard. Trailblazers leading by 8. And the pass to Powell. Lillard against Jackson. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Here's Giles. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Powell with it. Back to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic, and Giles now top of the key. He dishes it to Powell. Portland no good that time either.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Here's Leonard. He kicks it to Ibaka. Fades away. That one off the back iron and out. Portland leading by 6. Here's Jones. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Ibaka, the pass to Kennard. Out to Ibaka. Pass to Zubac. The dish now to Jackson. Now here's Leonard. Over Jones. And it's Leonard missing. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Powell, no one around him. Good on the triple. And it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
The 19-foot shot. Ibaka, no luck. Portland's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Jones kicks to Giles. Jones dishes to Lillard. Inside. To the middle. And it's Giles missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the defender was slow reacting, didn't fully account for Kawhi's quickness. Slow played him and gets to the free throw line.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Serge Ibaka. Paul George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Batum with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Cousins with the ball. Leonard with the ball. Cancer cover. Short. And it's Portland with the rebound. A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Beverley. Batum against Covington. Leonard on the wing. To the wing on the left. Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with it. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Paul George is out there at Patrick Beverley. Then there's Batum. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Cousins in at the 5. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. So it's Portland now. They have a 9-point lead. Collins finds Hollis Jefferson. Portland moving the ball around. Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Trailblazers. George passes to Leonard. Three-pointer. The Clippers keep it alive. McCollum against George. Stolen by McCollum. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Simons. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 11. George looking over the floor. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem, and those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible, and I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And now they decide to foul intentionally. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Collins. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And he gets it back. It's stolen by Morris. And now the fast break. George with the ball. A shot by Batum, no good. Trailblazers leading by 8. McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And Portland with another turnover here. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now George. Basket, good.
That's a reliable offensive option right there. Shooting with consistency as Paul George can get you from a number of spots.
Lillard outside. It's McCollum on the wing. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession. And then CJ getting slick.
Now here is George. To the inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. A different look now for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. Little comes in for Norman Powell. And Anthony subbed in for McCollum. Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Lillard against George. Lillard dishes to Carmelo. They get a hand on it. Batum with the steal. Here's Leonard. And no good. And it's Portland the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And then Lillard slams it in.
You want evidence of Lillard finishing at the rim? I give you Exhibit A.
Here's George. Pass to Leonard. It's up a 3. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Here is Lillard. 3-pointer. Kennard with the rebound. And it's the Clippers with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Outside, George. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Giles. Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Sinks the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Just so good at rising, firing, and dismantling defenses.
Here's George. Batum wide open. He fires. And so it's Portland winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have to it.